You like that? 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 You like that?
What's going on? It's Coach Williams, and I'm back for another breakdown. So today we are going to get started with our draft coverage, and we are going to talk about Caleb Williams. But why do I have the 49ers on the screen? I want to compare him and Brock Purdy. So Brock Purdy is a guy that we all know is a little bit physically limited, but people talk about some of the intangibles that he has. But I think that Caleb Williams' intangibles are even better than Brock Purdy's. And on top of it, he's got the physical talent. So I just wanted to talk through a couple of plays that happened in the Super Bowl, and I want to use a new form of analytics that I'm going to start using to not only evaluate my own players, but I'm going to start doing it in the NFL draft, all right? So a lot of people on Twitter like to think that I'm some guy that doesn't like math, doesn't like analytics and all that stuff. I love analytics. Just got to use them the right way, and I think that y'all are going to be interested and how I'm going to start breaking down these guys. So let's kick it off with this huge third down that ended up happening here in the Super Bowl, all right? So we got Purdy and the 49ers, third down, late in the fourth quarter here, okay? And so on this play, we all know McDuffie came in here on this blitz. He was unblocked, and, everybody was talking about how, this was a perfect play that ended up being made by the Chiefs, but Purdy could have been able to do something here to be able to convert this first down and essentially end the Super Bowl. So let's just break this play down real quick. All right. So we've got this thing here that I've created called the anticipation clock. Okay. And when the clock is red, that means that the throw is late. And when the clock is black, that means that it was ahead of schedule and it was an anticipation throw, all right? So what are we measuring here with this clock? We're measuring how long it takes after the receiver's already made his break for the quarterback to throw the ball. So that means that that's a late throw, okay? So if we watch on this play right here, McDuffie comes in on the blitz. Ayuk has already started his break, and Purdy hasn't started his throwing motion, right? So if he had started his throwing motion, I would consider that an anticipatory throw. He's still holding the ball here. Throw is late, and McDuffie's able to get in there, knock it down, and knock down Purdy, all right? So why does that matter? Why is that important, okay? So this is a hot throw, okay? So the quarterback is hot here. There's an unblocked guy. And so people were talking about, they didn't know that they were blitzing or whatever, and they disguised it really well. A couple things from the tight that make me think that that is not the case, that they knew that they were blitzing. But also, Ayuk knows this is a blitz because this is a sight adjust here, right? You replace the blitzer. So if he blitzes, he's going to run this little slant, this little glance route in here, and just try to find space and make the throw easy for the quarterback, all right? Now, what Purdy is supposed to do is he's supposed to catch. He's supposed to step one step and then throw the football. But as we can see, he's taking multiple steps here. They're little tiny steps, but they add up to almost half a second here. See how many steps he takes? He takes about 4 steps there. Ball's late, gets batted down, all right? So now let's watch it from the tight, okay? So one of the things that we always want to talk about too is like the physical side of things. I think Purdy has some physical limitations, the arm strength side of things, but also he's got small hands. So if you watch on this play from the very beginning of the play, Purdy is constantly wiping and licking his hands, which makes me think he knows he's hot. He knows he's going to have to get the ball out quickly. And usually on these hot throws, you want to just grip it and rip it. You don't want to find laces on the ball because that's going to take too long. And so Purdy keeps wiping his hands, and then watch, you'll even see his eyes. He peeks over, right? He peeks over on the snap of the ball, okay? So he knows that he's hot here, okay? So he has got to just grip it and rip it, but he takes all these steps, and you'll even see, what does he do? Finds the laces on the football, okay? He has to find the laces on the ball to throw it. So the physical limitations from the arm strength standpoint and just the size of his hands come into play here. Now, I know, right, this is a busted protection. Kittle is supposed to go coast to coast here, right, and protect from inside out. But he's a tight end. He's not a running back. He's not used to being back here in pass protection. And every once in a while, your offensive line is not going to do it for you. So this is why we want to have elite quarterbacks that can be able to make up for their team, right? So this is not a knock on Purdy. I'm just evaluating what's going on. Well, Caleb Williams is more than capable of that, and we will see that here with the anticipation clock here, okay? So different style of play, but there's still a free runner because it's an RPO, right? So this guy is unblocked here, okay? And so we can see now Williams is starting his throwing motion before the receiver can see the ball. And it's only 0.2, right? 0.2 seconds. That's not like super fast or whatever, that like he's anticipating before to throw the ball. But either way, you add that to the 0.48 that Purdy had that was late, right? That's 0.68, right? So that's way ahead of schedule here, right, in terms of that. And then let's also look at the footwork. Look at catch, step, throw. There's not a whole bunch of little mini steps here and shuffles and stuff like that. Just watch his feet, catch, step, throw. Boom. So we'll even see it from the tight as well. We'll see. Watch. He doesn't have to find the laces on the ball. Goes to the mesh point and just throws it. So I'll be interested at the combine to see what his hand size measures as. But look. Catch, step, throw. Gets the ball out quickly. All right. So now we'll go back to Purdy here. Okay. Another big play in the Super Bowl. This one was in overtime. All right. So this one's a whip route. So he's not going to be able to just catch and step and throw on this because it's a whip route versus press coverage. But he still can anticipate the throw. So he is supposed to throw this before the receiver breaks. So we start the clock again when the receiver breaks and how much longer it takes for Purdy to start his throwing motion. It's only 0.13, right? So we'll see it in real time. It's only 0.13. But again, those precious little milliseconds add up. And he just doesn't have the time. Now, again, we'll see from the tight here, okay? Yeah, of course, he's under a massive amount of pressure. His offensive line lets him down. But, you know, that's going to happen in big games, right? It's the Super Bowl. The best players are playing against each other. So Chris Jones gets through here, right? Chris Jones gets through, totally unblocked. Massive mistake here. But he's got to just stand in there and make this throw. Okay. Now that's not a knock on Purdy. That I'm not saying that that's Purdy's fault or anything like that. Let's be clear here, okay? But I'm just saying those types of things are going to happen, and having that intangible side, right? That processing, that ability to just be a robot and a machine throwing the football is really important, okay? So let's watch Caleb Williams. It's not all sunshine and roses now with Caleb Williams with this stuff, okay? So we're going to see this corner blitz off the edge here. Okay, and so again, you're usually going to want to have a sight adjust here. So the sight adjust on this corner blitz would probably be just to like sit down over here and find some space and let the quarterback be able to throw the ball to you. So anticipation clock, we got that up, okay? But as you can see from Caleb Williams' eyes, he doesn't even see the blitz coming, right? So he doesn't even know that he's hot, okay? So typically, if this guy, as we can see here, this receiver here is not running a sight adjust. So if that doesn't happen, you would want to backpedal this way and then throw the ball over here. And again, he's got an open receiver here, but he doesn't see it. So we're starting the anticipation clock when he gets to the top of his drop. And that's super long, right? 1.43 seconds. That's a long time to be holding the football like that, all right? So, you know, rookie coming into the NFL, right? We see this on tape. There's a mistake here, okay? Doesn't even see the pressure, gets sacked. But the important thing when you're evaluating quarterbacks is to evaluate them week to week. Are they improving? Are they getting better? But on top of it, you want to be able to evaluate in game. Can they make changes? And watch what Caleb Williams does on this play. Same thing, condensed formation, and the corner is going to blitz off the edge. So Caleb Williams knows he's hot. And then look at the anticipation on this. This is nasty right here, right? Watch his feet. Bang. Gets the ball out quickly, okay? And again, so anticipation clock, we're measuring when he starts his throwing motion to when the receiver can see the ball, right? So he starts his throwing motion here way before the receiver is breaking, and the ball gets there half a second, right? Almost half a second before the receiver can even see the football. That is really impressive stuff. Bang. Turns into a touchdown, right? Get a little bit of help from your friends there, all right? So let's just run it one time through. No commentary. Let's just see the play. Let's watch it play out. Bang. Look how quick that is, right? That's the difference between making plays against the blitz and getting sacked or getting the ball knocked down or something like that. Interceptions, bad stuff. And again, watch the footwork. Catch, step, throw. That's what we want to see on film. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is part of the reason, and we'll talk about this over the course of the draft, why I think it's not even close. Caleb Williams is quarterback 1 in the 2024 NFL draft. There's nobody even close to him, right? Y'all know I love Penix. That's my guy. I'll tell you where I have him ranked, but Caleb Williams is on another planet, all right? So that's it for this video, and we will continue to start using some new metrics. We're going to use some speed metrics that I think that y'all are going to think are fire. So you're going to want to come back for some more breakdowns when we get into the skill players. So as always, you know what it is. It's Coach Williams, Ball Hawks. We fly. I'm out. Peace.